Hello and welcome back to Let's Play of Kirby Superstar Ultra. Now, on the last episode, we got the first, well, we fell down a hole into a great cave, which we offended, apparently. And we got the first 29 treasures out of 60 of the Great Cave Offensive, and our current gold count is 2,265,790, which equates to approximately a lot of money. USD. That's right, a lot of money. That is a currency now, anyway, or a denomination of currency. Like 110, you know, whatever, all that. And, well, this episode, we're gonna get through the last part of the Great Cave Offensive, and now we come to the old tower. First off, there's a save point over here, so we should probably do that real quick. And second off, you see this door here? Don't go in it, because this is the only area in the game, for some reason, that you can just bypass completely. If you go through this door here, you don't have to fight the boss of the area, you don't have to do anything in this area, you don't have to get any treasures, nothing. It's all just, you can skip everything about it. Every last little piece of it, for some reason. I really don't know why it's like this in the old tower, but oh well. And actually, we are not in the place we need to be. Hang on a second. Because you see, while that is a door there, there's also a door right here. Which, well, has different things. And we want that parasol. Because parasols are cool. I mean, just look at it. Ow, but okay. Ow, again, lava really doesn't like me. At all. Here we have Tut's mask, also known as King Tutankhamun's mask. Because, you know, Tut, short for Tutankhamun and all that. Okay, you get it? They both start as, like, T-U-T. Hop, hop, hop. Oh well. We can just wheelie our way through most of that. However, we need a, we need to get off, we need to get off wheelie. Give him parasol, because I think we're good without wheelie, at least for now. No, we needed him, actually. Or at least the yo-yo power-up to be able to... Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. Alright. It's been a bit since I played, sorry. To be able to hit that, to be able to get down here, onto here, and then straight through there. Get the broken bowl, which is just straight up a broken bowl. Nothing special about it. Apparently somebody broke it at some point and thought like, hey, no, you know what I don't need in my life? A bowl. It's broken and all that, so I'm just gonna get rid of it. You know, who needs a bowl, right? Especially when it's broken. I mean, you can't even hold any pasta in it. Well, you probably could, but all the sauce and juices would probably just like fall out. Here we have treasure, the 3-star cane. It's a cane that has 3 stars on it. Whoa. I don't know why I decided to put so much emphasis on it. Whatever. Anyway, we don't... Ooh, this is actually going to be somewhat difficult because we want the hammer power up from him. But we can't actually use our, like, yo-yo power because then it'll fall through. In fact, you take the yo-yo, and then we're gonna get rid of you, and re-get you. So that way this time we can hopefully, have a more controlled way of being able to take care of him. Like, if we do it from here, we're fine. It's no issue. At least there shouldn't be any issue. Yep. Good job, Gim. Don't destroy that, please. And now we have the hammer power up. Good. Now we can just go straight through here. Nope, not what I wanted to do at all. Oh, I am horrible at apparently everything. So I accidentally threw away the hammer there. Yeah, that's not what you wanted to be doing with the hammer. So let's just kill him again real quick. It's really not a big deal. Like, most of the time, he's just gonna like, stand there for a while and then throw some bombs at you, maybe. But it's not, like, difficult at all to stop him from doing so. Luckily, we can just dash attack through, like, any of the bullet shots, except for here. But we can just attack them regularly, and we can do it that way. And we have the unicorn's horn. Why a unicorn horns, I'm assuming, are very rare and very valued. Otherwise, they wouldn't be in a treasure chest. But still, like, a freaking unicorn horn. That is not very good for the unicorn. And also, don't... Gim, please. Gim, please be bonkers. I very much prefer that to your current situation. We're gonna need a cutter at some point. I forget exactly where, but we need a cutter. And hopefully Bonkers won't get injured by the bombs that fall. Especially since he's the one that throws them in the first place. Ow. Get taken out. Cool. You too. Yay. And we really didn't need to pick up a cutter there because there are lots more around. But still, wow, it's convenient. And now we just jump on each of these hopping springs to get whatever's there. Up here we just got more candy. Oh, most of this place is just, doesn't really contain anything. It's more of just a, place to restock on your health or whatever. Or 1-ups, that works too. However, this place, and also there's in the middle one, there's an actual place to go. Now, Bonkers, please, thank you. Ooh, wait a minute. I'm getting a bit ahead of myself. We shouldn't be here yet, actually. My bad. We're still missing a power-up to actually do stuff down there. Now, Great Cave Offensive is one of my favorite, like, games in Superstar Ultra because of the treasure hunting. But at that same time, this is probably my least favorite. This old tower area is probably my least favorite out of, I think, every single area in the game. And we are going very out of order with collecting the treasures. For instance, the Star Tiara right there. And those Gordos are in the way. Okay, we want to keep that cutter, please. Hopefully not get injured anymore, please. Let's get out. Alright, we're out. So now what we are going to do is find another way to go. Which we can find quite easily, actually. Just gotta go through here, all the way up. And now we just go to the left instead. And while I'm here, I'm just gonna get Bonkers to come over here. I'm gonna hold on to the hammer power-up for now. And for now, I mean for about 3 seconds. Until... mainly to heal up Bonkers while we're moving about. Because I'd rather have him on full HP than, you know, potentially dying. And okay, this room. So, if you touch any of those sleep powers, you automatically get turned into sleep. In which case you do nothing for a while. Which is not what you want. So, just get through there pretty easily. And now we get Mr. Saturn! For those of you who don't know, Mr. Well, while we're taking a nap, Mr. Saturn is pretty well known as an Earthbound character. A pretty cool Earthbound character at that. I believe... Nope, I'm an idiot. Never mind. I was about to spout out some random BS about like, oh yeah, Mr. Saturn's from this place. But wait a minute, no, that's not actually where he's from. It's been forever since I played Earthbound, alright? Cut me a little slack, I guess. And then we have another treasure over here, known as the armor. Armor, pretty good in case you're about to get attacked, for instance, us. Basically all the time. Getting attacked is not very fun. Now, I would go in there, but... Actually, yes, I am going to go in there. I don't know what I'm talking about. Very easy treasure get here. We just gotta jump on this and then to the right of it, and hopefully, you know, not mess it up. Yeah. And we get the treasure box. It's a treasure box inside a treasure box. Why? Why not? More treasure inside of treasure that has treasure inside the treasure to get you treasure for the treasure. A treasure box. More treasure inside. Wow. Woohoo. Right? Yeah. Woohoo. Now, Bonkers, if you would please... Or I can just do that. Now we just use the stone here to go through that. You need... I actually do believe you need the just straight up stone there. I think you can get through that with hammer. I'm not too certain on that. Okay, that breaks. So just avoid that. Mostly entirely. I believe I forgot to get a cutter power up, didn't I? Or keep a cutter power up at least. Yep, dang it. Oh well, we'll come back here soon enough. It's not too long a trek to get back to the, get back here. However, you do actually straight up need stone to get this treasure, because the, current will just keep pushing you up. Now just go back down here. Take out that guy and get through back here. Now, there isn't an easy way to get back there, unfortunately. Boy, overall we're fine. And I lost the power assault. I lost the power again, which is okay. Now, if you would please, Bonkers, please move out of the way. Not get taken up by that. Just take you on as a hammer. No! Oh no. Ah. Well then. Ah. When you really shouldn't screw up your button presses, that's when it happens. I'll meet you back there when I have hammer again, and cutter, I suppose. And we're back in the room, or the preceding room to it anyway. With Stone and Sir Kibble here. Or 2 rooms before, I guess. Now Sir Kibble just cuts this. And we stone that. And go in here. To be able to get a treasure. Which, why'd you have to grab that? Oh well, it's not too big a deal. You can just go right through the middle and get the King's Cape. Yay, we got it. And now we hopefully get out without dying. I'm gonna hang on to the stone power-up because it's useful. It serves basically the same purpose as hammer. For being able to destroy the or trigger the like hammer plots. Which is pretty important to be able to get all the treasures in the Great Cave Offensive. And hopefully, you know, get them in a somewhat timely fashion. So now that we have the stone, we still need to go back up, actually. We're gonna hang on to a stone, as I said before, and then Smear we can switch out to really any other partner at any time. But we want to get a specific partner for coming up part. And which should be the final treasures of this area, if I'm not mistaken. Actually, no, there are a few more up top here that we need to get first. Stone, please. Thank you. So we went to the right last time, and we are in fact going to go right again, because I actually missed a room up here. There it is. Hey there, room. You look nice and dandy. Let's go inside you. Which leads to the boss. Right. Might as well grab the tomato while we're there. And we'll go fight the boss a bit later. Look, another reason that this place is one of my least favorite is that it is very confusing at points. For instance, now, dang it, missed again. You'd be right on the money with that one. In that room. And we get a mannequin. Ooh. And Smear, why would you do this to me? So instead of actually, you know, jumping into the instead of actually jumping into the door again to get back out, Samir kind of got in the way a bit and made it so that I had to instead jump off his head. So that kind of stinks. Oh well. It's not the worst thing in the world. Alright, and we're back to the boss, who we're now going to fight and defeat. His name is the Chameleon. Arm. We're just going to ranged attack with the ninja power-up. Ow. And hopefully not get tongued by him. Now, unfortunately for us, he can go invisible, but we can guard a bit, so that, okay, makes it a bit less dangerous. And wow, we are really low on HP. And why did I choose to keep Rocky as our partner here? And we're dead. Wow. Actually, wait, what am I doing? The Plasma Wisp as our partner. And then you know what? I'll go with the Plasma Wisp as well. Why not? Or Plasma, anyway. Just charge up for a second. And hopefully not die again. And as you can see, he's a different color this time. That's pretty cool. Like, he changes his color. Like, I believe each time he goes invisible as well, he changes his color. But don't quote me on that. And I believe if you suck those, colored balls in, it's actually, a paint power, I believe. At least it should be. Anyway, now that we've defeated him, we can continue on into here. The Room of Cannons. Lots and lots of cannons here. Gonna go to the right side first. And hello there, Jet. We need you. Now, Jet. Oh, I actually haven't read Jets before. Strap Jet Power to your back. Hold the B button to charge and let go to hit Mach 5. Hold B, store power, Jet Kick, Jet Headbutt, after start power, Jet Dash, Jet Cracker, Jet Blow, Rocket Dive. And other things. Now, Jet is one of my least favorite powers because it replaces your typical hold mash A to float with the instead hover jet, which I really don't like because it completely changes your playstyle. It completely changes how you move, which I prefer the other way. But while we're out here, we get the sun ring, which makes sense, you know, we're out in the sun. Okay. In fact, I've died multiple times to that one jump. Though, while it is more to my ineptitude, I still have a point, I guess. Because of the movement change. Well, we are back outside. It's not the outside we're used to, I believe. Yep. There's a door there, and I don't think there's anything over here, is there? No, there isn't. Nothing at all. But a good thing about it is that you can just hold down A to go up instead of mashing it. So it's two-sided coin. I mean, I don't know what other kind of coin there is sides of the side coin. But now that we're done with the right side, we go on to the left. Which is a lot more difficult, to say the least. You gotta hit that switch and then very quickly hurry up. And up, and up. Which I did not make it to in time, unfortunately. And Plasma Wisp is going down, but that's fine, because we can just, create a jet power instead. Like that. And we'll grab Cutter while we're here as well, to be able to hit the switch from afar and get a bit of a head start. As you can see, we can just throw it out and then start just going upwards and make it in time. In the process, we get the model shit. I like the little sun little dilly hickey thing on it. It looks nice anyway. Sun design, that's what it is. Yeah, let's go with the sun design. Now that we've done that, we just go back into the middle of the two towers here. And now that we're done with this place, we can just continue forth up the middle and back outside. Now, while we are very close, we just need to get the hammer back, which can be a bit of an issue. Because, I believe our jet man here can actually, screw this up. Oh, wait a minute. Where's it again? Right. Wrong place. My bad. We're just gonna absorb him because it's much easier that way. So that way, just in case he does ever get low on life and ends up switching to a another one, because we really need Jet. Like, we really do. There's no getting around it, unfortunately. Now you get out of here. You get out of here. And you two get out of there. Luckily with the jet, you can easily just boost through all of these. At least you should be able to. Except I'm bad, so I'm not able to. Now the unfortunate thing is that bosses are very difficult to fight with the jet power. I'll meet you back here when I have the hammer power and the jet power. And there we go. Finally have hammer and jet at the same time. You have no idea how difficult that is to do. Now, bonkers if you please. Thank you. Now, funnily enough, that's all we needed bonkers for, actually. We could have just used the stone instead, but whatever. I prefer bonkers because he's more useful as a helper than stone is. And speaking of helpers, we're gonna have to switch Jet over to our helper very soon. In fact, not this room, but the next one. And if you can see up there, there's a little Max Tomato, which is nice for us. And a treasure, which is the Koopa shell. Ooh. Now, as you can see, a Koopa is from the Mario games, you know, those things. And we got a shell of it. So that's cool, I guess. Now, the reason we need Jet is for that. I believe fire... fire probably works as a helper for that too, doesn't it? And there's fire right there. Falchion, by the way. Weapon used by Marth in the Fire Emblem series. And many other Fire Emblem characters, actually. I believe Chrom uses the Falchion as well. But I just realized something. So, turns out you don't actually need jet. Turns out you can use fire instead. The main thing that you need is, for you not to have the power that lights that up. It has to be a helper. So yeah, turns out that jet and fire work for that. So that's cool. Get a warrior shield, why not? Helps us protect ourselves from enemies. That's really depressing. Because like, oh yeah, I routed out this place perfectly. And then I realized, oh, I didn't actually have to route it that way. Oh well, that was the last treasure in the old tower, by the way. You can tell by the little gold coin again. And now that we're finally done with the old tower, disgusting. Oh yeah, suplex. This burns with fighting spirit. Grab throws and throw them. Learn all 8 throws to be a champ. Dash grab, turbo dash grab, pinpoint kick, fury stomp lift, backbreaker, body slam, power driver, big suplex, torrent, gladiator, rock drop, air body slam, plunge body slam. Now the suplex, I believe, has the most detailed of descriptions of its moves and the most moves at all, because they have a lot of grabbing moves and all of them are really cool. And all of them can go in a different direction as well, which is really nice. Now that we're finally done with the old tower, we can just go through here. Grab a max tomato and then get out. And on to the next area. I do like these minecart segments. Gives a nice little reprieve from the action, you know, little time to think about how you did in the last area. And surprisingly, there's only 15 items left. Like, that area, oh, enemies, why? Sure. Let's see what's through this hole. Stuff. Cool. Now we can get a bird power-up, which is wing, which is my personal favorite. Yeah. And we get a gold watering can. Now, how useful that is depends on how much gold is in it. Like, if we're talking like 100 or 90% gold, and it's gonna be really malleable. Malleable being, oh, right. Malleable being, easily molded, which you don't want something like a watering can to be, because the water is probably gonna easily mold it, and it's probably the second most difficult treasure to get. Right behind the, one where you need 2 powers to get to it. Because you have to be very good with your timing. If you're off by even just a little, then you won't be able to make it in. For instance, there. We were very close, but not good enough. Gotta fully charge and then... Not that way, but you get the picture. You need to have it right on the money, or else you're gonna not be able to do it. And I keep hitting A, like, instinctively to get more height, because I miss it by a little. And I'll just meet you back here when I get it. And there we go. Now, another annoying thing about this area is that there is a 990,000 gold. That's the most expensive thing in the entire Great Cave Offensive. If you're gonna get one piece, one treasure, that's what you want. Holy crap. And we're just gonna go back up here to get Bird, give it to our ally. There we go. And then you get a Bird for ourselves, because Bird's pretty useful, if I do say so myself. And I did. So yeah, that's cool. Now over here we have the last save point in the entire Great Cave Offensive. And let's go right first. Sounds like the right choice. Up, again, right. Let's go down, because we don't need that maximum tomato if I can time it anyway. Wow. And there's a treasure right there, sweet. We get the Pegasus wing, which is one of the sacred treasures in Kid Icarus, uprising or otherwise. It's... Well, it is a Pegasus wing. It's not like we, like, tore off the wing of a Pegasus to make it. Actually, we potentially did. I'm not too down on the specifics of the Pegasus wing in Kid Icarus. So it's entirely possible. Ooh, hello there, Wheel. We're probably gonna need you here. Probably, anyway. Maybe not. We're probably not gonna need Suplex, though. We get a raccoon doll. Is that a Tanuki? I think that's, Mr. Rossetti from, not Rossetti, Tom Nook from Animal Crossing. At least it looks like it anyway. And yeah, Wheel just gets you, wait, did I miss something? It seemed like there was a bit too much there on the left, or not enough. Nope, didn't miss anything. I'm just dumb, I guess. Oh no. Cordon got taken out. Water! Please don't tell me I need something. Because that would stink. A lot. Because I don't remember where the nearest one of the hammer or... Okay, it looks like we don't, so that's good. Hammer or stone is. Okay, yeah, no, we just need to hit that. And the Gordo's there, but it shouldn't get in our way. We get a shell whistle. Play some nice tunes on that, why not? Got another cutter here, who we should be able to just suck up, since we've lost our power just there. Or just a second ago. Now, how are we gonna get there? We're not gonna take that star because, well, there's a thing we need to get right there. Treasure, I mean. Which I do not remember how to get. Wait, actually, I think Crash can get it. Or at least it should be able to. And button. Hit. Good. That turned scary for a second. And we get the calcium. Or calcium? I guess we're deficient. Which is a fictional metal that's used quite a bit in a lot of RPGs as like the ultimate of weaponry. You get an orichalcum and you're set for life, brother. I am now Hulk Hogan for some reason. Some reason, anyway. Not even gonna try and pick up a jet because I really don't want to. Least favorite power. Unfortunately, it seems like I need to. I really don't want to though. It's just, makes me sick. And the other two ones there are just false ones. What we really need to get in is the middle one. And we have to light it to be able to get there. Now we gotta be very careful here because if we hit that bottom one, well, we lose the treasure and we have to come in here. And we get an Xmas tree. You know, who doesn't like a nice Xmas tree? You know, we can put it up during the Christmas times and whatnot. Oh, I missed the timing. Alright. And we blow up. And I don't think we're gonna make it to this one in time. Nope, especially since, well, it's being blocked off right now. And this is difficult to get to, except not really. We're just gonna charge up one, so that way we can go really fast, or at least I wanted to anyway. We can just dash through here and just get to it though. Fairly easy. And And now we have the Gauntlet of Powers, as I like to call it, because while most of the clouds you can't actually go through, anything with a star on it, you can easily go through. And I believe it's left. It's not left. Luckily we can guard through and then get the treasure. Kong's barrel. DK. That's just a barrel from Donkey Kong. And a treasure chest, which I don't know how... I mean, I do know how valuable a Kong barrel is. They show it to us. Okay, we're low on HP, I just realized. And we get a Ramia's scale, which is... The R should actually be an L, at least I think it should, because the scale is actually that of a Lamia, also known as a beautiful queen turned child-eating person. Or child-eating Naga, I think. From Greek mythology, yeah. Who doesn't like a good child eater, right? Am I right? Who's with me? Nobody? Thought so. I don't know why you would be. That's horrible. We're here with Plasma Wisp, but we're not gonna grab it just yet. But we definitely want that Mexican tomato. And there might be something in here? At least a treasure, maybe? No? No? Anything? Looks like there is nothing, just healing. Which is nice because we really needed it. Considering how low we were. And we go through here, grab this. Well, grab nothing yet. Now we grab it. The shiny bamboo. It looks so cleanly cut and fresh too. Like, the sparkles there look like it was just like cut clean through, and there's still like dew on it or something from like being cut in the morning, maybe. Who knows? I know I don't. We're probably gonna need Plasma Wisp, so I'll grab it just in case. There is Parasol there, which we want a lot more, but for now, Plasma Wisp. Or actually, no, it's just Plasma. We're not Plasma Wisp. Hello there, Wheelie. Hello. This is a somewhat difficult area. If I remember correctly, we gotta... That's not gonna work. We gotta wait for it to come back. You gotta learn when to jump. For instance, not there, because then that closes. Where you need to jump is right here. Or here. To be able to... Because if you just go there, you run into that wall. And you... Like that. See? Simple. You gotta make sure you don't jump on here. Or else it's just gonna mess everything up, and we gotta wait for that again. Which is unfortunate, but it's not very long of a wait. And there we go. We get the tire. Fitting, considering we use the wheel power-up to get it. Up the ladder we go. And nothing's up there, but there is a parasol down here, which we definitely want. But first, let's take a nap, shall we? I'm kind of tired. Not really, actually. Like, I've been up for maybe 10 hours, I think? Let me check. Yeah, maybe 10 hours. I'm not too certain. Then we get the Spirit Charm. Ooh. Gotta put our spiriting gusto into it. Next tomato there, we don't need it. One up, we do kinda need, considering we lost a couple lives earlier. And now with just 3 treasures left, where do we go? Well, I do believe that we have not gone down the middle path back in the, like, hub. But also, before that, we got one more place up here to go. Gives us 1-ups and healing and all that. Nice little room to replenish ourselves. Now, if we would fall faster and get to the star. Off to the last place. Oh. Hang on a second. Alright, missed the treasure. It's okay though. fairly easy to get. Just gotta go through here a bit. And I believe we can break this one. Yep, or we can just drop through it. To get the charm. Not too unlike the spirit charm. Just looks a bit less epic. Now that we've gotten the charm, we go on to the final area, of which we need Cutter to fully explore. Yay! Luckily, there's Cutter right there. So we're not in too big a pickle. Oh. Except we are, cause I cut the wrong one, yay! Which is fine, we can easily just reset the room. We're going through here. We're gonna cut this one because the actual way to get to that treasure is blocked off by two separate ones that if you cut, you can't get to the treasure. And we get the platinum ring, treasure number 59. We are very close to completion. Platinum wings made out of platinum. I do believe that platinum rings are used for like promise bands or something of that sort. It's sort of like a ceremonial thing where you promise not to do something, or you promise like, oh hey, I won't do this until a thing, and then that's the promise that you probably shouldn't break if you get a ring specifically to not break the promise. Also, this room with springs can be a bit of a pain since you can't just drop through very easily. Luckily, however, we can break that one, go through, and sleep. You get out of here. We don't need you. And we get the final treasure, which is the Triforce, which is basically the most powerful thing. Out of all the treasures, out of all the treasures, which we now see in completion, maybe the katana or the falchion is as powerful as the Triforce, but the Triforce is the Triforce of power, wisdom, courage, all three as a treasure, which is surprisingly not the most expensive thing that belongs to the katana. But dang, we're about to finish up with the Great Cave Offensive. And with that, we get the hardest boss. At least for me to fight. Because his attacks can come very quickly, and without very much time for you to react to it. And hopefully we won't... Oh, finger gun. Why? You really just want to block through this, or stay under the parasol. That works just as well. And dodge out of the way. He's grabbing though, so unfortunately I'm bad at attacking, so okay, get out of the way. And then he drops the blocks like that. All of his attacks deal a lot of damage and can easily get rid of you. I'm just gonna give him that and then suck up whatever rocks he might drop out so that way we can shoot them back at him. Now, of course, when this happens, we can't actually do anything. He's trying to fist us, which we don't like. Alright, rock's starting to fall. I'll hold on to this one to fire at him, because I'd rather fire at him than just use it as a rock power. Okay, I'm just gonna get Sir Kibble out of that. And use his power to stay safe. Unfortunately, he brings the rocks back, which can deal damage to you on their way back up. Though he is very low on HP and should be done very soon. If I could actually, hit him with more than just the ranged attack, which doesn't deal the most damage to him, to a boss anyway. But 2 more hits and he should be down. 1, 2, there it is. And Mayan Temple person is down. Grab our last max tomato, and we're gonna get out of here with all of our riches. 99999 0. I don't know why they just rounded off to 10 million gold, but like it's still a lot of money. Like that's about 100,000 gold, which is pretty nice, or 100,000 USD, dollars, monies, whatever it is. Guess we just get back on up here. We can finally get out of here. The Great Cave Offensive has now been mission complete. We did it. Everything golden in the Great Cave Offensive because we took all the gold. That doesn't actually make sense. It's counterintuitive. Ironic. Countering what I said. I don't know the word for that. Well, we made it out successfully. I don't know what made that star appear exactly, because you don't have to kill all the bosses or anything to, you know, get the star there. You just have to get through everywhere. But we made it. Yay! And now we look at all of our spoils. Eshigo Candy, Screw Attack, Seiryu Sword, Phantom Mask, Seiryu Sword, Screw Attack. I'm reading. Beast Fong, Bandana, Season's Heart, you know, all the little monies that we got as well. I'm surprised there wasn't just straight up, like... Actually, no, there was just straight up money to dime. It's worth 10. What am I talking about? But yeah, we made it. Now we just fly over the landscape, seeing what exactly all these plebeians are doing, because now that we're rich, we're obviously not gonna deal with them anymore. Are you kidding me? Like, Kirby is a rich monster. He's just gonna devour everyone now. I don't know why he went before, but he's gonna become a business mogul, you know? Buy up all the real estate, you know, DDD's castle is no longer gonna be his castle, it's gonna be Kirby's castle. Kirby's just gonna live in it with DDD as his manservant. It's gonna be a great time. Though, who are we going to sell all of these treasures to? Like, we know what they're valued at, but who exactly is gonna buy them off of us? Like, there's no one in Dreamland that I can think of who would buy all, like, maybe DDD would buy all this off us? But even then, like, that would just allow us to take him over, and then he's broke, we're rich, he's our servant. It's not gonna end well for him. Boy, he's probably dumb enough to fall for it, which is the good thing. Yeah. Why are there seagulls flying with us? I think those are seagulls. Are they pigeons? Or are they just white birds? Doves? Could be doves. I want to think they're doves because doves are like super romantic, I guess. Why I want this to be romantic, I don't know. To be perfectly honest. But soon. Soon. 60 out of 60 treasures found. Lots of money. We did it. Yay! We're not complete failures. Which I am very happy about. And we sit in a pile of all our riches. Crowns, hats, gems, everything. It's all ours. Just look at those eyes of evil. Kirby's not gonna just, like, keep it. He's just gonna keep it all to himself, isn't he? Not gonna share with anybody. Not Lolo, not Lala, not Dedede. He's just gonna... He's gonna become Scrooge McDuck, alright? He's gonna sit there every day. Like, he's gonna give up on eating as well. He's just gonna consume all of his riches because he can do that. He's rich. Why wouldn't he? But anyway... Next time, on Kirby Superstar Ultra, we can now play The Revenge of Meta Knight, which is less, actually same difficulty as Great Cave Offensive, huh? That was less difficult, at least the way I play it. To me, Great Cave Offensive is probably one of the most difficult, and then one other one is probably more difficult, but we'll get to that later. Thank you all for watching. I'm still really bad at outro.